I'm Holden Douglas here at Crypto.com Arena, where the Kings lost a heartbreaking game to the Ducks 2-1 in a shootout. Although Anaheim won the freeway faceoff, it was still a monumental game for the Kings. Trevor Lewis recorded his 1,000th career game, and Drew Doughty was added to Team Canada for the Four Nations faceoff. Let's hear what both players had to say about the monumental news.
We waited maybe 2 months longer than you thought you were going to, but how nice was it to finally get that silver stick?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, I don't really like the attention too much, but that was pretty cool, just the video and you know, seeing my kids and wife out there. It was a pretty special moment, something I'll remember forever.
You might not like the attention, but Maxwell seemed to steal the show out there. How did that go?
Yeah, she's one of a kind. She loves the attention, and yeah, I mean, the video made me choke up a little bit, so it's tough to get going right after that, but yeah, that was it's pretty special.
Knowing how close you and Dewey are, he didn't play with you in the 1,000th game, but is that maybe an unintended benefit, was that he got to be out there with you for the ceremony?
Absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't have had it any other way without him. I mean, he handed me my watch and didn't even know what was in it, so it's pretty standard, and it was awesome, so it's great.
You mentioned it's kind of tough to get going after that. I mean, how hard is it to get back into the game after such an emotional, I mean, your whole team is so happy for your family's out there. How hard is it to get back into kind of game speed after that?
Yeah, you just got to try to change your mindset right away, and luckily we had a good shift right off the bat for us, so I kind of got back into the game, and but it is, yeah, it's a special moment and something you think about for a long time, and it was pretty awesome to do, especially in a King sweater.
What's been your secret to longevity, making it to 1,000 games?
I just try to, you know, take care of myself and, you know, work hard as I can. I think my dad always told me control what you can control, and that's something I always kind of taken to heart, and you know, I've tried to outwork everyone I've played with, and still try to.
See all those guys retired, and here you are just playing along, and you just give a big smile out of that sometimes, and maybe make a few phone calls to some of the old guys.
Yeah, it's you know, there's a lot of the guys that work for the team that I used to play with, so but you know, yeah, it's cool, and it's definitely a moment I'll remember forever.
You appreciate the time a little bit more now, though, as the years go by?
Absolutely. I mean, I think a night like tonight, just driving down, it's you know, my mind kind of goes to how many sacrifices my parents made for me. You know, my wife and kids kind of wherever I sign, they don't bat an eye. They just keep going, and you know, I've had a great support system, and you know, that's kind of where my mind goes.
Jared Stoll mentioned in the video, and a few coaches have mentioned, you get leaned on a lot to kind of show the younger guys how to be pros, kind of a role model for them. At what point in your career did you realize that that was a role that you took on? You became kind of a mentor for every young guy that comes into this organization?
You know, I really haven't changed too much. I think I'm not the most vocal guy, but you know, I try to lead by example and show them kind of what it takes. I learned from a lot of great leaders in my time here. I mean, I could name the whole team from the cup teams and stuff. But yeah, I had a lot of good leaders, and I kind of followed them and just kind of tried to instill that in younger kids nowadays.
In terms of tonight's game, does it feel more like a point gained or a point dropped?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game, I think. You know, we were coming back to back, and we fought back hard there at the end, and obviously shootout can go either way, so it was a good game.
3-4, break coming up. A lot of excuses that could have said, hey, we could have rolled over in this one. But what does it say about the character of the group that you're down 1-0 and you guys find a way to get that point?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, I think we've been doing it all year long. It's a resilient group. Everyone plays for each other, and you know, sometimes you just got to find a way to get one. And Juice was flying there and got one. So I mean, I think we've been doing it all year.
Do you talk about that on the bench at all late when he jumps into the play, Mr. Defenseman there in the last couple of shifts?
Yeah, I think we were all up and down there. I think we had a lot of good chances there in the third, and you know, kind of jumping up and down, and you know, we saw Juice, and he doesn't miss many of those, so it was awesome.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jordy. I'll see you at home. Really tight game for almost the full 60 there between you guys and the Ducks. Just what was it about them that maybe gave you guys some extra, not trouble, but that made you have to play a little bit harder?
Well, we didn't play very good, I don't think, in the first. I think they hadn't played since Tuesday. We were on a back-to-back. A lot of times that it seems like an advantage to the back-to-back team, but we came out a little flat, didn't have the energy we needed. Second and third, we were much better. I thought we kind of dominated the game from those two periods, but their goalie played well, our goalie played well. We weren't at our best, but we didn't play terrible.
In the modern NHL, it's rare for a goalie to get back-to-back starts. Just how did David kind of give you guys a chance tonight?
Oh, he played great. I think his last 3 outings have been really good. Going back to Tampa, we could have easily lost that game by a large margin. David is a competitor. He tries his butt off out there every night, and he cares about winning. So that's all you can ask out of him.
And when did you get the call for Four Nations?
Got my call today, right before my nap. Exciting day. I had this on my mind ever since I've come back, and put a little bit too much pressure on myself to perform at a very high level, and the game was kind of up and down, and ever since I knew I had a really good chance the last 2 games, I think I got back to myself.
Hard to take a nap?
I still got an hour in. Yeah, I think, it was harder throughout the week, though, to get my naps in just because of the excitement of playing again and then having that in the back of my head. But today was a smooth one.
Just talk about the significance of what it means to you to play in this event, this tournament.
It means a lot, right away when I got injured this year, that was honestly my first thought was, damn it, I can't make the team and play in the tournament. And then I heard about Pietrangelo unfortunately going down, and right away I just tried to start getting back in the lineup and try to make that team. I think a lot of people have me written off, so I'm really proud to make this team, and anytime I put on that jersey means the world to me, so I'm ready to go.
Drew, you think that saying that you really, really wanted to play on the team swayed some people? Because you're the only one that's actually said, I really want to play in this tournament.
I don't know. I think all of you guys at least know how competitive I am and how much I love playing hockey. I don't know if that was part of their decision or not. Although those other guys didn't say it, I'm sure they wanted to play for Team Canada. There's no one that's going to really not want to do that. But I don't know, maybe. But they know I have experience and how bad I want to be there and how hard I'll play for that crest. So I'm happy I'm there.
How do you feel physically after 3 games and 4 nights?
Feel good. I feel good. I finally feel like I'm not getting tired in games. The last 2 games I felt fresh and I played a lot of minutes and felt good. So I'm happy that I've turned the corner.
News publicly broke during the game about it. Did you get any texts or anything?
What?
The news broke during the game.
Yeah.
So did you get any texts or check your phone?
I haven't checked my phone yet. I put that thing away when I get to the rink, but I'm sure I got a bunch of text messages now, and I didn't even know what they were talking about when they put me on the screen. Yeah, one of the refs came up and congratulated me, and he's like, yeah, they just announced it. I was like, oh, that's what that was about. But.
Are you surprised at all at the amount of minutes you're playing this quickly?
I don't think I'm surprised. I think I've done this for a long time, and I know I'm getting older, but I can still do it, and I've still got a lot more in the tank, and I got a lot more better hockey to play too. So this 2 weeks me playing is good for the LA Kings as well.
Drew, I wonder if you're one of the only guys in the world who was happy to see Louis' ceremony kick back 2 months so you could be a part of it.
I wasn't happy, obviously, but no, I wanted to be out there with him for it. I wish I was there for the actual 1,000th game, but yeah, that was crazy. All his setbacks. His family's been here like 4 times, so very happy for him and his family. He deserves it so much.
Drew, not to categorize you as a 7th defenseman. When you went to the Olympics, you were 7th, and now you've been just added. Considering you've been out for a while, is it going to, just what it's going to be like to try to, get that, a bigger spot in the lineup?
Yeah, I'm going to go in there and give whatever spot they put me in. I'm going to do my best to play in it. If I'm 7th, I'm going to try to move up the lineup just like I did before. And I have no idea who I'll be playing with, or if I'm the 7th. I haven't got any of that info, but I'm going to go there to play my best hockey, and I think if I do that, I have a good chance to be up in the lineup.
Yeah.
Thanks.
As we heard both players speak about the big news, Coach Hiller said how important the rest is going to be in this 2-week break.
Obviously a night when the group worked and maybe not with everything in the tank. What's it say about the character of the team to be able to come back there and find a way to get a result on a night like that?
Yeah, I mean that's good. That's a good part. I didn't really like our game through 40 minutes at all, but yeah, give them credit. We got it together for 20 minutes at least, and just came up a little short.
How much of that was in your own zone tonight that you didn't like?
Didn't like us really anywhere over the ice for the first 40 minutes. Yeah, and I mean, we can point to different things or make excuses. I don't look at it that way. We just weren't very good. It was disappointing, but we did get it together in the third period, and so again, I got to give the guys credit for that.
You mentioned before the game was kind of a way to see on the energy levels. It felt like the energy was there, the connectivity maybe wasn't there. Was that where you feel like it was missing? Is it easier to find that than maybe if the energy isn't there?
Yeah, I don't think we were ready to play as hard as we needed to, as hard as we had physically. I think it took us some time to get into the game and understand how hard it is and was going to be. So I think that, that to me is where it was. Just it's mental, of course, it's partly physical, but this drives this. And I think until this got right, we weren't very good.
So after they scored, when did it hit you that you thought the best thing to do was to put Juice back on the blue line and create stuff?
Well, yeah, the time was running out, so we don't like to do that necessarily. But I think I don't know when it was left, 5 minutes left or 6 minutes left. We put him on defense. We can get him out every second shift. It's hard to do that as a forward sometimes, unless there's whistles. And yeah, he's dangerous. So we have to try to create some more.
Was that an actual play, or was it just created the way it happened because he jumped into the play, and I think that shocked them?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, defenseman can jump in. He skates, obviously skates better than anybody else on our team. So in a straight line, he had a lot of speed. So yeah, I mean, it worked out good in that instance for sure.
Your thoughts on Drew going to Four Nations?
Good for him. Yeah. Wow. I mean, wow. That's the reputation, that's the pedigree, that's the resume all in one. To get announced for that, you got to be a special player. You know what I mean? And thought so highly of by Hockey Canada or Team Canada, everything he's accomplished so far. So awesome for him, and look forward to watching him play.
Is it better for him to play in these games than have the time off?
I sure would think it would be better to play. Yeah, I think he's had enough time off. If you asked him, he wants to play hockey, and I think he needs to. He should, and so. Yeah, we're really happy and we're really proud of him. A lot of work to get back in, all this stuff. I don't have to go into the details. Lots of work.
Does that benefit the team also if he's spending that time staying ready when you guys come back? Could that benefit?
I think so. I mean, everybody was going to lock the doors and leave for a while, right? And so he's just kind of just getting started, I think. And so to keep his motor running and keep it going, I think he'll get a couple days off when that's over, but I think he'll join us and be in better shape and the timing, and he's going to go play against the best players in the world. So, he'll sharpen himself right up.
You mentioned his maybe missing mentally to start the game, and I don't want to paint Louis' celebration before the game in a negative light because it was such a great celebration for him. But it's so emotional for the players, a guy they really like in the locker room. Was there a worry that it maybe pulled them out of it a little bit mentally because they're so excited for him?
I don't know. I didn't think that, but yeah, something did. You know what I mean? So I can't pinpoint it. I wouldn't be able to do that, but something we weren't as engaged as we needed to be. It was that simple, and we ended up getting there. So it just tells me that this thing will drive the legs if we can get that right. But it was to a man. I didn't think that anybody really stood out. I don't know if you guys did early in the first 40 minutes. It was not very good.
Do you have a message for
What's it take for a player to reach their 1000th game? What are the key variables in the equation of a player being able to make it that far?
There's so many, and I think in Louis' case, sometimes you're just a star player, and you've been better than most everybody in the world in your age group for 20 years plus. So there's that element, right? And then there's other guys who just have to find a way to stay in the league, find a way to stay wanted, find a way to stay important on a team. Because, it used to be you could play till 37, 38 years old. Now, you're a unicorn if you played to that age. The league just gets younger every year. Just to be able to survive is, you've seen it. You watch I don't have to repeat it. And his teammates, I think, say it the best. So, he's just a special guy, special player.
Did you have a message, or will you have a message for the team going to the break?
No, They've heard enough from me. Yeah, I think they've heard enough from me. Maybe you have too.
Hit the ball straight.
What's that?
Hit the ball
Yeah,
straight.
we got a bunch of guys doing a bunch of different things. That they've earned this. I remember talking to them, I think, after the game in Washington. So when was that? December 21st, 22nd? Did we come back and play around there? 22nd.
22nd.
And saying it was pedal to the metal till the break. And so here we are. So they need a break.
I didn't catch it last night, but does it mean anything to you? It's a great number that you're the quickest to ever reach 50 wins of all the LA Kings coaches, and that's a lot of guys.
Right. Yeah, no, that's great. It really is. And some people have reached out to me and said that. My answer was probably if I can get to 100, that'll be a harder job for coaches, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. This is, I think, the first time that from the start of the game you rotated the extra forward through the first line, not the fourth line. What went behind that decision? Did you like what you saw from it?
Tough night to evaluate that, just because for the first 40 we didn't have a lot. And I talked to Turk before the game. I just want to get Kopi and Juice more veteran player, and so yeah, you caught that. Rather than rotating through Louis' line, we rotated through Kopi's line. So. And, made sure that would be good with them, that we're going to have rotating wingers, and it kind of would be a little bit disruptive for them, but they're like, no, let's roll it out. So, yeah, we tried it, but, I don't think the results were great tonight just because of the team.
What are you doing for the break?
I'm going to Mammoth Mountain, never been there.
Really?
And, yeah, I'm going to
Good
drive
snow.
up there and relax. And
Kobe's going too. You going to see him?
Yeah. Well, no. Maybe have a glass of wine. That would be enough. He probably doesn't want to see me. He's like, you guys, you want to see me?
The tougher lift, or
What's that?
you do the tougher lift?
I've never been up there.
No, at any place.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Just
I'm not.
checking.
No, I'm not good, but I can survive.
Okay.
I can get up and down. That's all I really need.
All right, man. Thanks.
Okay, everybody enjoy your break as well. I know, well, you get different types of break, but we'll see you guys short or in a couple weeks, I guess.
16 days. But who's
16
counting?
days. Okay. See you guys
Later.
Along with Doughty, Adrian Kempe will be representing Sweden in the Four Nations face-off. The Kings community will support both players representing their respective countries in this tournament. From February 12th to February 20th, this tournament will happen. And then the Kings will be back here against Utah Hockey Club February 22nd. The Kings will be well rested after the break. Reporting from Crypto.com Arena, I'm Holden Douglas with Infanity TV.